Hello traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your boy Ulizani. It's a simple analysis, the simplest analysis you can ever watch on YouTube. So guys, in today's video, I'm just going to be talking about how the market moves part 2 and support and resistance. If you haven't watched the first video, just go pause this video and go and watch the first video right now, and then come back to this video, how to understand support and resistance and how to apply them. So guys, when you are trading support and resistance, you gotta check the trend of the market, and then you can apply support and resistance. You check the market, like the trend. If you're on a downtrend, we focus on long-term sells. If you're on an uptrend, we focus on long-term buys. You cannot go longs, like just because you're seeing at a resistance. You cannot just go long without checking the market direction. If you're on a downtrend and we are sitting at a support, we cannot go long, we only go short. But when we are at a resistance, when we're on a downtrend, we go long sells. You see, when we're on an uptrend, we go long buys and short sells. So let me not waste any time. So let's get them. I'm going to the theory part and then come to this practical side, and then you can see how to apply them. So here I'm going to draw my this is my support, this is my resistance. I have a support and a resistance. Let me just I have a support and a resistance right here, and then support again and resistance. Let me just do like this: support, resistance, our mid zone. So yeah, let me explain this. Let me first, this one is a support, this one is a resistance. This is a price, the price leader. Just how do you identify your support? You identify your support by multiple touches. As you can see, here is a first, this is my first touch, my second touch, there, and this is my first touch. And then on a resistance, this is my first, second, and third touch. This is where you can plot your support, and this is where you can plot your resistance. And then let me just write it down. So that this one, this is a support, this is a support. Yeah, this one is a support. Let me change the color to blue. We have a support, and then we have our our resistance. And yes, this is our resistance. Yes, this is our resistance. Let's change the color to red. So you see, we have a support and a resistance. A support is on the below, and then when resistance is above, it's like a flow and a ceiling. You see, this is our flow and this is our ceiling. This is our support and resistance. Again, now I'm not going to write it anymore. Here we have our support, and then we have our resistance. Let me just clone this, and then here we have our resistance. Here we have our support, and then we have our mid zone. You see, a support resistance in a mid zone. What is a mid zone? A mid zone is an area. It changes to become a support at some certain time, and changes to become a resistance at some certain time. So here we have a support and resistance and a mid zone. How to identify a mid zone? This is a mid zone. It acts as a support when we are above, when the market price is above. It acts as a resistance when, and it changes here. First, it is a support. It is supporting this zone, and then this market price, and then it break below. It come and reach. It changes to be our resistance, and then we break above. It changes to become our It was a resistance. Now it changes to become our support again. Break below. It changes to become our our resistance, coming from from a support. What we call a mid zone. This is a mid zone. A mid zone. We gotta understand this. We have a major support and a resistance and a mid zone between the Yeah, let me just do it like this. Yeah, this is our mid zone. Yeah. This is our mid zone. Support or resistance. On a support we buy, on a resistance we sell. But we check the trend of the market, whether we should go long buys or short sells, and then we combine uh, these things in order to get more of a confirmation and chart patterns, like, and market patterns, things at bottom. Yeah, even things like a double bottom. This is the double bottom, and then our M and M pattern. So how do you identify this thing? Is that here we'll be sitting on our support. Here we'll be sitting on our resistance. That is how you identify things. And then on a support, we do we buy. We go for things like, this is my long buy. If you're on a uptrending or a bullish market, here we go for for long term sales. If you are on a downtrending market and stop loss be below the previous week, you can see this is my support, my resistance. Identify support and resistance. This is how you identify your support and resistance and your mid zone. In order to add confirmation, you can add trend lines, and then after adding lines, you can add candlestick confirmation. Now let's go to the practical side of things and see how we can apply this support and resistance thing. If you don't understand what I'm doing right here, maybe you can understand on the flip side. So if you really don't understand, just contact me. I will just comment. I will see what I can do in order for you to understand, in order for you to make it seem to be simple. So here I'm going to be marking out my areas. This is my highest high and this is my lowest low. This is my support and this is my resistance. This is my mid zone right there, and then we have another zone right there, and then we have, yeah, let's mark this as a zone. Let's mark it with this one in order to cater for most touches right here. Yeah, let's mark this as a zone, and then we have another zone right here, and then we have a zone and a zone and a zone. Let's see. Let's just mark. Let me move this to here a little bit, and then let's mark this as our zone. Yeah, let's mark this as a zone. So here we are going to apply what we were doing right there at the top. I'm going to apply what I was doing right there at the top. So let's come to this previous data and then mark our what. This is my support and my resistance. Guys, if you have watched video number 1 and then come to watch video number 2, you will really understand how this market moves, because this is part 2. So yeah, let's apply. I said on an uptrend we focus on what, on a downtrend we focus on what, on short-term buys and long-term sells. Yeah, we focus on short-term buys and long-term sells. On an uptrend we focus on long-term buys and short-term sells. So let's come right here. Let's adjust this trend line to there. As you can see, yeah, let's put a zone in order to cater for the touches. So yeah guys, as you can see now, we are on a downtrend. This will be my first trade. These are the market patterns and the market structures that I'm talking about. Yeah, here we have a head and shoulders pattern. As you can see, this is my left shoulder, and then my head, right shoulder, right or left. Oh, this is my right shoulder and my left shoulder. Yeah. And then here I was going to enter sell trade, stop loss around about this week, and then yeah, my last TP was going to be at this zone right here, because this is our what, this is our support. I was going to have a zone right there, and then here as you can see we have our support and then our support and resistance. This one changes to become our support and resistance. This is a mid zone. This is what I mean for the mid zones. Like here I was going to enter buy trade, reason being we are sitting on our what, on our support, and it changes to, when we break above, it changes to become our what, a support. It changes to become a support, and then we do what, place a short buy trade, stop loss be below here. This is a scalp trade, you see, bigger lot sizes when we are trading this, by using proper risk management, as you can see. So yeah, and then here we have what, we are approaching our resistance. And guys, when we are approaching a resistance now, you have to see the market being what, being in a corrective manner. And then as you can see, this is our what, this is our second correction. Yeah, let me just mark this. Yeah, let's delete this one, and then this is our corrective what, a corrective structure, and coming from a what, from a resistance. Remember we are on a downtrend, so yeah, stop loss below, a bit below right there. So remember, when you're on a downtrend, you become more confident about the sell take. And here we're bouncing off from a what, from a resistance. And yeah, let me finish up with this and see what I can come up with. What I'm saying is that this is a mini head and shoulder. Nah, this is not a big head, but this is a, we can say this is a triple top. Like, it's like a head and shoulder, but a mini one. The head is not too long, and then this is where we do what, we continue with our what, with our sales. So as you can see, short-term buys, long-term sales, short-term buy, long-term sales, short-term buy. Okay, let's see. Here we approach our what, our resistance. Not too much of the confluences, guys. Remember, when you enter a trade, you must have 3 or more confluences, guys. And then here we are what, here I'm seeing an M pattern. This is an M pattern. This M can even start right here, and then yeah, it can continue towards this zone right here. But because we have our first, second, and then third touch, we enter a what? A buy trade. A buy trade, stop loss, yeah, equal to that, and then our take profit should be here at our closest what? Resistance. Because we are on a downtrend, we don't want to focus on long-term buys, guys. So let's push this, and then we broke above, come back and retest it. Yeah, here I was going to enter a sell. Patience is the key, guys. Patience is the key. Here I was going to enter a sell trade up to this resistance, because this is my, we are approach our resistance. As you can see, this is a very good resistance, as you can see, and then first, second on our what, and then see, this is a head and shoulders pattern again, because this is our what, this is our left shoulder and our head, and then yes, we got a drop, and then that means you're going to do what? Enter a sell trade, stop loss there, take profit there. See, guys, this is how you apply support and resistance, because here we have a resistance to sell, here we have a support we buy. But we check if we are on a downtrend or an uptrend. See here below, we become more confident when we enter sell trade, because when we're on a downtrend, that means there is more what of the selling power. There is high selling power or high volatility. So trading with the trend, guys, it helps a lot. As you can see here, we're coming from our what? From our resistance, our resistance trend line, our resistance. So we enter our what? So sell right there, and then see, yeah, here we can even go for longs, but I'm a bit more like a scalper trader. Here we can go for longs, like right here and here. Here we have our what? Our support. As the market is approaching our support, we have to be approaching it in a corrective manner, like the momentum. Losing momentum. You see, guys, here I don't have any correction, so I don't have to enter, because this can be a what? A bearish flag. Because this can be a bearish flag and shoot towards the downside, but I didn't do like that, because we are sitting at our support. So at our support we relax, went for what? For further like confirmation and confluences. Here the market changed the direction, because we have broken our major resistance. As you can see, this resistance was supporting from here, and then we have our resistance, broke the first resistance, changes to become a support, and then broke another resistance. So here we started forming out higher highs, new higher lows, and higher highs. So on this second retest, I was going to enter a buy trade, because we have changed the direction. Guys, this thing is easy when you know what you're doing and applying what your rules. This is me, Ulisani means the simple analysis. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, guys.